Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Mountain Forums. My name is Jacob. I'm one of the content marketing leads here at Mountain, and I'm going to be your moderator for today. Today's session is focused solely on our latest tool, QuickFrame AI. With QuickFrame, we asked ourselves, what has traditionally prevented brands from advertising on TV? Now, sure, there's a lot of reasons, but we think creative is one of the biggest barriers of entry that has stopped businesses, large and small, from getting started. Now, we were able to fix that with QuickFrame Marketplace, a platform that connects marketers to real-life video pros who can collaborate on and produce any kind of video ad from paper cut to Final Cut. And now, with the beta launch of QuickFrame AI, marketers have another, even more accessible pathway to producing their first TV ad. Now, as the name implies, QuickFrame AI is an AI tool that is purpose-built for video ad creation, allowing you to go from the idea you have in your head to a studio-quality video ad to live on Mountain in minutes, and all from a single all-in-one workspace. Under the hood, QuickFrame AI orchestrates the best of the best in AI tech, like Google's VO and Imagen to 11 Labs and Well-Said Labs, Stability AI, and more, so that your ads are being built with the latest and greatest tools. Now, video AI tools are absolutely new territory in the modern marketing landscape. Getting on the ground floor now will help you stay ahead of the competition as more and more brands begin to use these tools to go live faster and scale their creative output. Where should you begin? By watching today's session, where you'll be given a guided tour of QuickFrame AI and how it all works. Now I'd like to bring on today's speaker, Chris Vivas, Mountain's Senior AI Creative Strategist. Chris, welcome. Take a moment to tell the folks at home a little bit about yourself and your experience with AI.
Oh, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. There we go. Awesome. So yeah, my name is Christian Vivas. I am a senior AI creative strategist for QuickFrame AI. Very happy to be here to be able to show you guys QuickFrame AI and this beautiful platform. I've been in the media industry for the past 15 years, and I have a programming background as well. Very happy to be able to be here. And before I start this demo, I would love to give a huge shout out to my amazing team at QuickFrame. They are the reason this platform is so amazing. And I would like to thank all of them and all of you guys for joining us today. So thank you so much, Jacob.
Thank you so much, Chris. Now, before Chris starts walking us through everything we need to know about QuickFrame AI, I just wanted to remind everyone that we'll have time for a Q&A at the end of today's session. So if you have a question for Chris, drop that into the Q&A chat you see on your screen. All right, Chris, take it away.
Beautiful. Let me share my screen here. Stop sharing. And here we go. Awesome. So this is the styles page in QuickFrame AI, and this is the first thing that brands are going to see, or anybody using QuickFrame AI is going to see when we land in our page. The amazing thing about QuickFrame is that we have built pre-created templates for you guys. A lot of the heavy lifting that brands and companies have to do in the beginning to generate a style is something that gets them blocked in the beginning. But with our styles, and this is the first iteration of our styles, we're able to help them and get there a little quicker. So if we go ahead and select a style, we're going to be able to, number one, do a playback on the style. So let's go ahead and hear this.
No pain, no gain.
Push harder or go home.
Did I just run a marathon?
Together, we level up.
Gear up, push hard.
Beautiful. So right off the bat, we can see, and I just obviously want to mention that everything that you guys saw there was generated using artificial intelligence, where you guys saw the music, the voiceover, any of the dialogue that was delivered by the characters there was generated with AI. We can also see, obviously, we have a name of our style. We have who the style is built for and who can use it, or who we suggest to use this type of style. We have a brand URL, and this is how you're going to be able to use this style for any brand or company that you guys are working with. And then we also have an enhancement of the generation or the user prompt. So here's the area where you can give a little bit more information of what you guys want to see on your ad. So let's go ahead and select a company here. We're going to go ahead and select a beautiful company that we generated. And this is a generic made-up company called Rapid Fuel Energy Drinks. Here we have selected our brand. And we can go ahead and give some information to our model, like we want to promote our new orange flavor. Here we go. Beautiful. So now that we have that prompt there, we can just click on generate. And this will go ahead and grab this style and attach it to our new brand, which is Rapid Fuel. This process usually takes about 10 minutes to generate, but with this style, we're going to be receiving a full 15-second commercial. But let's go ahead and go into a Rapid Fuel brand. And we can see here that the style is already being generated. So this is the brand section for Rapid Fuel drinks. One thing that I want to point out here is whenever you guys input a URL into QuickFrame AI, we're doing auto scraping, which means that we're taking some of that information from the brand and we're bringing it in here. What is some of that information? Some of that are logos. So as you guys can see here, we have extracted some of the logos. We've also extracted some colors from their brand too, just to be able to give a little bit better information to our models whenever we're generating any video. Also, we have fonts. We have extracted a font here, but we can add any fonts at any point, and we could also upload any custom fonts as well. We also have a section here to add any pronunciation to the name of your company, or any words that you guys say that have a very specific pronunciation can be easily added here. So just in case you want, obviously, your brand to be represented in the correct way and pronounce your name correctly, we can add that there. So let's go ahead and open a project. And I'm going to go ahead here, select this concept. Oh, sorry about that. Let me go ahead and open again. Awesome. So once you select your project, you're going to open up your project template. Here we see we are in our story view. A couple of things to note here are, here we see that our ad is a 16:9, so it's a wide ad. We also see that the duration of the ad is 15 seconds. The next thing to view is our overlay media. This is media that expands across the whole ad. And this moment, it is our music. So let's go ahead and let's do a little playback on our music here. Beautiful. That sounds very much like something I would like a brand called Rapid Fuel to have. So if we see here, we have a couple of things too. We can replace this, and this is the first time that we see a little bit of our drawer where it comes to media and how we manipulate media here in our application. So we have a couple of ways to do that. We have upload an asset. We have our library, which will be able to have and store any type of media that we have. We also have stock. And this will be able to just have any stock footage where it comes to video, images, or music. We would be able to, we'll be able to use that. And we have generate. So let's go ahead and click on generate. This will open up our container to be able to generate music. The amazing thing about this now is we can just from a prompt be able to generate a song, and we can choose the duration of our songs, which is 15 to 30 seconds. We also have now new capabilities to be able to add lyrics to our music, which opens up the possibilities to generate, number one, songs for our brands, and number two, very beautiful jingles that we can create off of this platform. So with an easy prompt and just selecting generate lyrics, we will be able to generate a jingle or a song with lyrics for our brands. Beautiful. So that's overlay media. Let's now look into our scene media. This is where we have each individual scene containers and what media lives in them. So we can always go back and do a playback in any of the media that we see here.
Orange Rapid Fuel is my favorite.
Beautiful. And we see that we have a couple of videos that were generated here. And we see here that we have a voiceover. We can also give back a playback to this as well.
Rapid Fuel, my favorite energy drink.
Awesome. The cool thing about being able to have this voiceover there is that we could easily edit it and change our voice, change our accent, and change the way that we say it. So right on the voiceover selection container, we have the voiceover script. So this is exactly what our voiceover is saying. We can actually select here and be able to select any type of accent. that we would like to do. So if you guys are geo-targeting any specific regions or any specific places, this is a really good way to be able to do that. The next thing is being able to obviously select and preview voices that you guys would like to change. But before we do that, I would love to show this awesome feature that we have in the voiceover selection, which is record script. Here, you will actually be able to record your own voice and be able to read the script that you have here so that you're able to kind of always say it how you want it to say it, right? Maintain the script to be very natural. Just speak it however you want it to be sounded. And then this would actually grab your voice and then swap it into the voice that you have selected. Let's go ahead and play back a different voice. Let's say I wanted to change the voice here. We have Abby actually.
My favorite energy drink.
Delivering this dialogue there, but actually let's check out Vincent and see how his voice sounds like.
It is a profound truth that the deep things in science are not found because they are useful. They were found because it...
Awesome. That's a very epic voice. I would love to actually hear our script with that voice. So I'm going to go ahead and select our script and go ahead and select this voice. Sorry, let me go ahead and do that one more time. Let me close here. And I'm just going to replace the voice here. I selected Vincent, and I'm going to go ahead and click generate. So this is going to go ahead and take our script, take Vincent's voice, and then replace our voiceover now. Let's go ahead and play that back.
Rapid Fuel, my favorite energy drink.
Awesome. That sounds a lot better. So let's go ahead and replace our voiceover. Right after we're done, we can just click replace, and this will send it over to our container, and we'll replace that voice there. So now we see that we have generated our new voiceover.
Rapid Fuel,
back again here.
my favorite energy drink.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and now look into some of the most powerful features that we have in our platform. Once we have generated a video, we can also go ahead and fine tune it or edit anything that we liked or that we didn't like. So let's go ahead and press edit here. Once we press edit, we have our video. So let's do a playback on that really quick.
Orange Rapid Fuel is my favorite.
Beautiful. In here, we see that we have our edit controls. We see that we have selected and we have actually seen Alex, who is our actor that is here. We can also add any type of sound effects. So if I wanted to describe any background effects to be able to add to the scene, I could do that directly here. And one of the most powerful things is that the dialogue that Alex is delivering could be easily modified here in our audio controls. Right after that, we can also change anything that comes with cinematography. So one of the things that we don't expect everybody to be here is prompt engineers or be able to just manage this prompts in a way that you're going to get a very beautiful result. So we added our cinematic controls. In here, we actually give you controls to camera movement. So that's actually going to be able to just change the camera movement. So if you wanted to have a dolly out or a handheld shot, you'll be able to modify it here. We also have shot composition controls, which allow you to make this a wide shot, just in case you wanted to see a little bit more of this frame. You can choose close-up, macro, or over the shoulder, whatever you would like to select there. We also have lighting controls, just in case you wanted to make lighting a little bit different from the scene. You'll be able to do that here. And also mood. This will be able to give a cool, warm, dramatic, or a daylight mood to the shot. Obviously, we can generate video with audio, and without audio, you'll be able to toggle that here and be able to choose if you want to do that or not. Right after that, you will be able to just regenerate your shot, and it will be placed here in our queue, and you will be able to see all the history of the shots you have generated and be able to replace them at any time. Beautiful. One of the most powerful things that I also want to show you guys is, let's say that you guys didn't like the shot at all, and you guys wanted to start from scratch or just from the beginning. You guys can replace the whole shot again here. Number one, you guys can upload any assets that you guys may have. Two, you can look at your library and be able to choose any assets that you guys may have there and bring them into your scene containers. You can use stock. But I want to point out one of the most powerful features that we have now, which is our generate container. Here, I actually want to start from generate from text. So we'll be able to generate video in a couple of ways in this container. The first way is being able to generate from text. So that means I'll just be able to write a descriptive prompt here and be able to generate a video. Here we'll be able to generate a video with audio and without audio. And still, we have our cinematic controls or cinematography controls. One of the things that a lot of people ask me is, hey, Chris, what are the best ways to prompt the model? And I always say this is a very basic way to think about it, but this is a good structure to follow. Number one, we have our camera shot and movement. Amazing. Next, we have subject descriptions. So whoever's in the video, our character or our product or whatever it is the subject of the video, we'll be able to describe it there. What action are they taking? That is our next thing to say. Give a little bit of context to the model to know what is happening in the shot. The next thing is styling and lighting. And our final thing is audio cues. So we talk about dialogue, we talk about any other sound effects that you guys may want to hear in the background. The amazing thing about our cinematography controls is that it's replacing some of these things already. So for example, camera shot and movement, we have already taken care of through our camera controls. So we can remove those. Style and lighting, we've also done that already through our lighting and our mood control. So we can remove those as well. So now that leaves us with a couple of things for our prompt, which is just the subject descriptions, action, some kind of context and audio cues. Say, let's go ahead and remove that. So this is just us being able to generate from text or from a prompt. The next thing is being able to generate from a frame. And this is amazing if you guys already have beautiful creative, and if your brands or the companies that you're working with already have beautiful creative, you guys will be able to use this as the first frame to be animated, right? So you would be able to take an image that already exists and be able to say, hey, image generation model, animate this picture for me to do X or to do Y. And then you will be able to just automatically come here into our image library, select an image, and you guys can come here, preview the image. This is a beautiful rapid view cam. Select that image, apply it, and just add then again a descriptive prompt to do that here. This way, we'll be able to animate exactly what we have there in the image, and we can say, hey, I want the orange soda to be flooding this image, and then be able to animate directly on that image. The next thing to look at is our generate from subjects, and this is what I always tell people is the most powerful feature in our product today. It actually allows you to select 3 subjects, right, or 3 reference images. Number one, it could be a character, a product, or a location, and be able to grab all of those 3 images and with it be able to generate a video. So let's go ahead and let's do a run through of that. So we can go ahead and add a new character. So we can either generate a brand new character from a text, from a prompt, or we can upload an image. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. So I'm uploading myself here. I'm going to give our character a name. So we have Chris. Personality traits. He is very funny, or at least I like to think that I am. Next is a little bit of a voice profile. So I've always wanted to have a low tone, raspy voice. So I'm going to add that there. Once we have added all of our information, we can go ahead and save to library. And this is just going to be able to add our character into our library for our project. Beautiful. Okay, it's loading. Give us 1 second in there. Awesome. So now we have Chris here. So let's say that now we wanted to add a product. So let's go ahead and do that as well. So one of the very cool things about adding a product is, number one, you can do it from scraping a URL. What does that mean? You can go into your website, pick the URL of your product, and be able to add it here. So you'll be able to copy that URL, and we'll be able to import all of the information and import that product into your library. But let's go ahead and add that from an image. So we can browse, bring in an image of our product, and we can see here is just the rapid fuel can. And I can say our rapid fuel orange. You can say this is an energy drink, just in the description of it. Category, we can, again, go ahead with energy drink. For our pricing, we can go with a $3.99 pricing. And for our brand, we can go with rapid fuel. Once we have added all of the information, we can, again, save this into our library. So now we have 2 things. We have a character, we have a can, but I did mention we can do 3 reference images. So let's go ahead and add 1 more. That will be our location. So if we click in location, again, we can add we can create a location from a prompt, but I'm actually going to upload one too. And since we were all in the mountain meet not so long ago, I'm still in that Texas style. So I'm actually going to use this Texas rodeo as our location. So I'm going to go ahead and say Texas rodeo. I'm going to give it a description, a vast Texas rodeo. Here we go. I'm going to say this is a natural and scene, bright and vast. And I went ahead and added now a location. So now we have our 3 reference images. Let me deselect this one. So we have it here, Chris, we have our product, and we have our Texas rodeo. As you guys can see here in apply, now we have selected up to our 3 images. So we're going to be able to apply them into our reference to video. So let's go ahead now and add a prompt here. We can go ahead and add our prompt, and our prompt is Chris, a man in his 30s, standing in front of a dusty Texas rodeo arena. He lifts a sleek orange rapid fuel energy drink can to his lips, takes a slow drink, nods with subtle satisfaction, and gives a thumbs up to the camera. Amazing. That's a great prompt there. Let's look at our camera. I actually want it to be a very static movement of the camera. We also want it to be a wide shot. I want to see a little bit of that rodeo, and I want to see myself in it. So let's go ahead and do that. For lighting, we're going to go with a fill light. And for mood, we're going to go with it is daylight. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to leave my audio selection on, and I'm just going to go ahead and click generate. This is actually going to put our video into our generate queue. So at any point, we can just leave this container, and we will receive a notification when our video is done. So meanwhile, that video gets done, I want to also point out a couple of things here. Number 1, our share button. This allows you to invite collaborators, and that could be done in a couple of ways. Number 1, as an editor. Number 2, as a commenter. And 3, as a viewer. So if you guys wanted to give access to anybody else or anyone else to this project, you guys can do it in those 3 different ways. You guys can also go ahead and share a preview link. The thing that this is going to do is going to have just a preview of the video. They won't have any access to your project, but they will be able to see the video. This is a great way to be able to show anyone the video that you have generated. We also have our history, so the history of generations, and we have comments. So if anybody has of your collaborators have ever left a comment in your project, you guys will be able to see it here. So, okay, our video is still going. So let's just jump ahead into our editor. And this is where we would want to fine tune our commercial, right? And our creative. Here, there's a lot of controls that we see here, but let's go ahead and do a playback on this video.
Orange Rapid Fuel is my favorite.
Rapid Fuel! No fear! Rapid Fuel ignites my day.
Rapid Fuel, my favorite energy drink.
Amazing. So we see a couple of things there in our project. Number 1, we see our overlay media, which is our music. And we also have a couple of things. And our video is done here. So we recently just got our notification. So let's go ahead and jump that before we continue. So remember, we added our 3 things. So, oh, beautiful. Our video is done. So already you guys can see, number 1, that is using my picture. We have our product can there, and we have the background that we added. So everything was done pretty well. Let's see how good it is.
What's gonna be?
Beautiful. And our thumbs up. Okay, so it didn't quite get the thumbs up there.
You're trying to use some comments. It's just raising my channel.
Okay, so it did get our thumbs up there at the end. But now we're in the editor. So here we can see what's happening in each scene. So as you guys saw in this scene, we have actually text that is coming in, and that text is individual elements. And those individual elements can have animations as well. So we will be able to change those animations and see however we want that to be placed. We also have ways to be able to modify anything that we see here. So let's say that we actually, this is not quite the logo that I wanted to use for my end card. I can easily go into our library, into our logo library, and be able to replace that into one that is a little bit with a smaller footprint in there. We also see that we have a call to action that can be modified at any time as well too. And we have a URL that could be modified as well. All of the things that are here are individual elements, and the reason that we have them that way is for you to easily be able to change them wherever you want, move them wherever you want, just to be able to match exactly the feel and the way that you guys want your commercials to look. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and look at some examples. And this is an example. And I always mention that obviously this video, image, and audio generation tools are amazing, but they're nothing without storytelling, right? So that's one of those things that I believe separates us here in QuickFrame AI, that we're mixing the amazing power of these tools, but also being able to bring storytelling. So this is actually a commercial that I scripted and I generated in our platform. And I just believe that it showcases a lot of the strengths in video generation and all of these generative models and all of the strengths in our platform. So let's go ahead and do a playback on this.
Every journey begins with a single step into wonder.
Is this your first time here?
Yes.
And in that moment, the world opens wider than you ever imagined. Art breathes life into our imagination. Every portrait, every sculpture, every dream alive around you. The Museum of Modern Art, where art comes alive.
Awesome. So there we see a couple of things, right? We have voiceover, we have characters delivering dialogue, we have music that is orchestrated in the back, we have different scenes. So this is one way to use our platform. Let me show another example here. And this is obviously creativity and being able to bring that creativity into the platform. So let's go ahead and do a playback on this commercial.
Today, every business deserves to bloom and to turn colorful ideas into clear strategies. So, brew up something extra fresh for your customers. Stretch your creative potential and find your advertising flow. We'll design a custom ad tailored to you that never goes out of style. QuickFrame AI, creating beautiful video ads for every industry.
Great. There we also see a little bit of some of the future features that we have. And you guys are going to see this as a style very soon. And the last thing that I want to showcase is Maximum Effort created a video for QuickFrame AI. And those guys are amazing storytellers, right? They're able to take a story, take a company, blend those things together and provide a very beautiful asset. So this was actually an inspiration and an exercise that I did, was basically to replicate that video that they did into our platform. If we do look into the timeline, this looks like a very complicated video, but this is the reason that I'm showing you guys this is I just want to showcase exactly how many scenes we can have, how complicated something can be. So let's go ahead and let's do a playback and we'll talk a little bit about this video.
Everything you need to know about QuickFrame's latest and greatest in 30 seconds. 97% of brands on Mountain have never been on TV before, so they've never even made an ad. For them, the next generation of QuickFrame powered by AI is a game changer. Any brand of any size can make a TV commercial in just seconds. And if you need a little human touch, we'll hook you up with 5,000 plus video pros. We are your creative secret weapon. QuickFrame AI, making ads easier than ever.
And I want to mention here that the reason that is making an ad easier than ever is that all of the things that you guys saw there are individual elements. So all of these things can be modified and placed wherever I want. As you guys saw, there was some scenes that had split screen, and we were able to do that as well. This is a completely different video, and to our left is another video as well too. We're able to control text and how it comes in, as you guys can see here. And we're able to bring any of these elements and give them transitions, which if we want to animate things, it's very easy to do in our platform. So one of the reasons that I wanted to be able to showcase that is because we can go as complicated as we want in our projects. It doesn't have to be an end-all be-all. So let's go ahead and go back into a Rapid Fuel project. And the last thing that I wanted to point out here is that you can, with one click, go ahead and publish your ad. Once you click publish, you have your accounts. And once you have your accounts connected here, you can just go straight into Mountain Performance TV, Google Ads Manager, TikTok, and Meta Ads. as well after you have connected your accounts. And once we end here, I want to go and talk a little bit about Get Pro Help. So sometimes not all companies are going to obviously take the time to be able to do the creative themselves, but they can always go and get help from a pro creator. We'd love for you guys to be able to check that out as well too. We are very excited about this product. Once again, I want to thank all of you guys for being here. I want to thank the amazing QuickFrame team, and I want to thank Jacob and Matt for giving me the opportunity to be able to demo this for you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you so much, Chris, for walking us through QuickFrame AI. I mean, it does some truly amazing things. And I feel like, as you sort of mentioned here, is that the platform is evolving all the time with new features that will make QuickFrame AI even more powerful for years to come. And for everyone watching, I really hope that this little live demo has given everyone some inspiration for what you might want to do once you start playing around in the platform. Now, it does look like we have some questions from the audience, so let's just jump right in. All right, so the first question I have here is, are you able to select multiple templates and apply the same template to each, which can help fuel A/B testing?
Yes, so you can definitely select multiple styles in our style gallery and just generate it with the same brand. So yes, you will be able to do that. They will just be added to the queue of generation. So you can do that multiple times. As you guys saw there, I just put my ad to generate and I left it in the queue and just went ahead and started working on another project. So yes, that can be done there.
Great. So another question that we have here is, it looks like you covered a little bit at the end there about publishing. Can you describe the approval process, how that might work for these ads?
Yes, so that definitely goes into the approval process of CTV best standards and best practices. Once that is approved, that is something that will be placed in your Mountain account, and then you will be able to see the approval process there and obviously where the state of that is and the status of that.
Great. So you did mention earlier in the presentation that stock footage and stock library is available that you can drop right in there. On that sort of same note, and I believe you might have mentioned this just a little bit, but can you upload your own existing creative or any B-roll clips that you might have?
Yes, so you're able to upload any kind of creative that you may have, whether it be video, images, music, voiceover. All of that can be hosted in your media library, and all of that can be brought into your project. One of the amazing things when I was showcasing the generation is that if you have beautiful creative, especially images, you can already animate them using our generate video features there, as I saw there starting from frame.
Great. So, obviously you mentioned that within the platform, you can publish directly to Mountain or all of these other sort of integrations that we have. What about downloading the video? Can you just download the video directly from the platform?
So that is something that we're still working on, how the downloads is going to be available for our customers and who would get to download the video. But yes, that is something that we're still formulating in the application.
Great. So here's another question that's specifically about the subjects feature. So is there a way to save the AI generated characters? So say I wanted to use the character from the first scene and create a new scene with that same character, or could I reuse the same character in a completely new ad?
Yes. So once you have generated a character, location, or product, that is saved in your library. And that will be able to be accessed, number one, throughout that whole project. So you can create multiple scenes with using those subjects that you uploaded, or that would be already saved in your brand too. So you'll be able to use it in multiple projects. So if you wanted to use your character in any other project that you want to create, you'll be able to do that from your library as well too. It would always be saved there under locations, characters, or products.
Awesome. So you mentioned at the very end there the video pros, letting a video pro handle the AI generation. Can you speak a little bit more about like what that process really looks like?
Yes. So you can take up the video, number one, up to whatever point you would want and be able to hand it to a pro, or you can immediately just go straight into a pro. So as soon as you go into find the pro button, it will take you into a form that you can fill out. You provide all the information on the creative that you already started or a brand new creative that you want to start. There will be some questions there with your branding, some extra assets that you may want to add into your video. You'll be able to provide all of that into that form, and you'll be connected with a pro there that will take that project and take it home for you.
Awesome. So kind of looking at more of a big picture question here, when people are sort of considering all of the different AI tools out right now, video AI tools, I should say, what makes QuickFrame AI unique compared to those other tools?
Yeah, so, and I mentioned this before, we have a lot of tools that allow you to generate video, right? And we are seeing that they're getting better and better every time. Beautiful videos, beautiful images, beautiful voiceover, beautiful music. The one thing that we're doing here at QuickFrame is we're orchestrating all of those models together to be able to provide you a finished product like how you see in the styles, right? We want to be able to have a brand. If they don't have access to be able to have creators or have our pros do it, we want to be able to leverage our workflows that, number one, involve storytelling, that involve all of the models working together to be able to give you a finalized, polished product. So that's how we stand apart from all the other applications as well.
So from your experience, how long does the video creation take? Are there multiple rounds of edits with the editor? What's like sort of your kind of ballpark figure for that?
Yes. So from a style, you can generate it in 10 minutes. So you'll be able to generate 15 or 30-second video from a style. After that, it really comes into the individual use case, right? Or the individual commercial. Sometimes we would like to modify certain things, and sometimes it's just really good just out of the box from a style that you can just go ahead and publish. But yeah, it really depends on the video, the creative, and how complicated you want to make things, right? You can go as pro as we saw in the max effort video, or we can go very simple, generate a video and then be able to do that. One thing that I keep hearing this through a lot of people, before we were generating maybe one video or one creative that would serve millions of people. Now with AI, allowing us to move, number one, quality and quantity faster, we're able to serve millions of ads, possibly to one person. Be very specific to who they are, what they would like to see, and generate that for them.
So we have another question here around the AI generated text. So the subtitles and spelling for the videos, is this something that you add in yourself, or does the AI in the tool populate this?
So the AI right now in the tool populates what you guys see as the URL, the logos, and the call to action at the end. But all of those can be modified. So you can always just click in any text that you see in your video generation and be able to change it to whatever you want. And one thing that I always say is, for example, for the end cards and the call to actions at the end, if you want to modify the text, remember that you can also modify the voiceover too to match exactly that call to action if you would want to. So you can do that at any point in the video. You can modify whatever text you see, but also remember that you can also modify the voiceover to match whatever text you're seeing or whatever it is that you're seeing on your screens, any visuals.
So just kind of end us on here on a good piece of actionable best practices. Say someone, it's the first time that they've ever created an AI video before. What would you tell them? What would be that first like good thing to know as they head into that first video creation?
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons that we generated the style gallery. I would say go into the style gallery, start exploring the styles, see what you like from them, see what you don't like from them starting off, and begin to generate from the styles. I think that's a really good place to start from. And remember that you're not stuck to whatever the output is in any generation, whether you're using it in QuickFrame or any other applications. Remember that the amazing thing about AI is that it could be very easy to change and be able to manipulate things in the way that you want to. So really, I would say, number one, start from what you feel you want, right? You're bringing an example, you see what you want, you can see it in a style too, you can match that. I think that we're all creatives in a sense. We know what we like, we know what we don't like. So if you're able to go into the styles gallery, see the styles, check out the things that you really like, see that you connect with that ad, and then apply your information there and utilize that enhancement prompt as I showed you guys in the beginning of the style to be able to give extra information. If you have a specific promotion, if you have a specific product that you guys want to promote in the ad, or anything that any CTA that you guys want to have in there, add that in there. Our model will take that into consideration to generate that commercial for you.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Chris. And frankly, thanks to all of you for joining us for today's forum. Now, if any of this got your wheels turning on the benefits of bringing QuickFrame AI into your organization, scan the QR code you see on your screen to learn more. But as we've been mentioning throughout this entire session, QuickFrame AI isn't the only flavor of QuickFrame that Mountain advertisers have to choose from. We also offer QuickFrame Marketplace, or as I like to call it, QuickFrame Classic. This is our vetted network of real-life video professionals who can produce any kind of ad for any kind of brand. And to close that loop completely, always look out for that Let a Video Pro Handle It button in the QuickFrame AI interface. This will allow you to tap a Marketplace Video Pro to produce your AI video for you, bringing in even more expertise and more creativity into your video ad production process. Scan the other QR code you see on your screen to learn more, where you can also learn how to apply to become a video pro who can help create those AI video ads. Now, if you were so glued to this session that you didn't take as many notes as you'd have liked, don't worry. We love a good post-show email, and you're going to get one in your inbox with a recording of this session in the near future. Again, thank you so much for joining us to learn more about QuickFrame AI, and we hope that you have an amazing holiday season.